Strong. I am invincible. Invincible. I am woman.
There will never be a righteous kingdom until and unless there is a righteous woman. Where there are no decent women, there are no decent men.
Fuck these petty niggas is a bitch motto.
King lit it up, pop shit, I hit him up. I know I sound confident, I'm supposed to though. Shall I proceed? Yes indeed.
Ready or not, here I come.
Co-rock the party and the big girl stand.
It ain't no showdown for no crown, I'm holding that.
Yo, this your girl Love, and you're listening to Heartless Beauty, the podcast where we practice self-love, self-care, and self-respect. And the motto is, she who embraces life to the fullest. So let's get into this. All right, beauties, let's see you on the other side.
I'm still heartless, don't get me started. I'm back up on my bullshit now.
27 hearts.
Regardless, I'm still heartless, don't get me started. I'm back up on my bullshit now. You hoes just look exhausted. Regardless, I'm still heartless, don't get me started. You bitches wanna come for me, let's get this party started. I'm back up on my bullshit, full clip, looking like a new bitch. Who's this? Got fries and a whole shake.
Hey, beauties, and welcome back. So it is 2020, so I hope you guys got your glasses on so we can have this 2020 vision conversation. So on today's episode, I wanted to talk about anxiety and what anxiety is, because I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? So in my anxiety, it stops me from doing a lot of shit. So let me just get into this. So what is the definition of anxiety? Anxiety is an emotion characterized by feelings of tension, worried thoughts, and physical changes like increased blood pressure. People with anxiety disorders usually have reoccurring intrusive thoughts or concerns, and this is according to the American Psychology Association. Okay, so that's what psychology. That's what anxiety is from a medical standpoint, right? But let's break this down to where we can understand what it really is. Anxiety is a feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease, typically about an inanimate event or something with an uncertain outcome. All right, so that's what anxiety is, basically, in a nutshell. And then further into my research, I found that there's actually 6 types of anxiety disorder. I can't talk today. Shit, excuse me. But anyways, okay, so there is generalized anxiety. There's OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. There's panic disorder, PTSD, and social phobia. Right? So generalized anxiety is basically the current definition that I gave you, but I will break this down a little further for you guys. So this is an anxiety disorder characterized by chronic anxiety, exaggerated worry and tension, even when there's little or nothing to provoke it, right? And then OCD is an anxiety disorder that is characterized by unwanted thoughts, obsessions, or repetitive behaviors / compulsions. Repetitive behaviors such as washing your hands, counting, checking, or cleaning are often performed with the hope of preventing obsessive thoughts or making them go away. So basically, if someone is OCD or whatever, and you see them doing certain things a certain number of times, or they're always constantly cleaning, or they're always doing something, is to keep them from having those random thoughts running through their head. It's like their temporary relief is how they cope with their anxiety or their emotions. But it also becomes a little unhealthy. Well, it does. It becomes unhealthy because it becomes an obsession, because they have these thoughts and now they have to do these rituals to keep these thoughts at bay. Okay, so there's that. And then we have the panic disorder, which is an anxiety disorder characterized by unexpected and repeated episodes of intense fear accompanied by physical symptoms that may include chest pain, heart palpitations, shortness of breath, dizziness, or abdominal distress. So these are your panic attacks, when you feel like you can't breathe and the world is closing in on you and all this other stuff, so we have that. And then, of course, we have PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress. Now, PTSD is not always associated with the military, okay? Everybody suffers from a form of PTSD. Rather, it was domestic violence, abandonment, things of that nature, okay? So PTSD does not have a face. You do not know if a person is suffering from PTSD. You do not know if anybody is actually really suffering from any type of mental illness unless they tell you or you witness it yourself, okay? So the last one is social phobia or social anxiety. And I think I suffer from social phobia, but I'm not going to self-diagnose myself. But anyways, social phobia is an anxiety disorder that is characterized by overwhelming anxiety and excessive self-consciousness in everyday social situations. Social phobia can be limited to only one type of situation, such as fear of speaking in formal or informal situations, eating or drinking in front of others, or in its most severe form may be so broad that a person experiences symptoms almost anytime they're around other people. Now, for me, social phobia, I never really want to say the wrong thing, or I never want to hurt people's feelings or anything of that nature, or like I feel like if I say something that nobody's going to understand where I'm coming from. And that's something that I'm working on, because being antisocial is not healthy. I mean, in some parts, yeah, in some parts, no, but it's not cool, because in the long run, you're really just hurting yourself because you don't have an outlet to express yourself, to get those thoughts out. Like it be times where I'll be involved in conversations and I'll think something, but I don't want to say it out loud. But then when I get home, I'll be like, damn, well, I should have said X, Y, Z, yada, yada, yada. But I'm so scared of what others might think that I just keep my mouth shut. Like, no, we not doing that no more. Like since I've been on like this journey or whatever to self-heal and show myself self-love and self-care and things of that nature, and be more selfish while being selfless, I've found myself coming out of that shell, out of that space of feeling rejected or feeling like I'm not good enough, when I am fucking awesome. You know what I'm saying? And if you ever felt like how I was feeling or whatever, bitch, you're fucking awesome. Like, fuck that. Step into your own, be your own boss. Like, nobody tells you or has this blueprint of how you're supposed to stand in your truth. You know what I'm saying? There's no blueprint. It's just be yourself. If you know that it's about to be some bullshit and it's about to be brought to you and you don't want it in your space, stop that person. Stop whatever is going on. Stop that in their tracks. Like, look, cut that out, because this is not what we going for. I'm not your mule. I'm not your fucking scapegoat or nothing just because I don't speak up or I don't say what's on my mind. No, fuck that. Start speaking out, man. Anxiety, if you let this illness come in and take away who you are, that's what that illness job is to do, is to come and seek and destroy. And if you let that come and seek and destroy who you are or who you see yourself to be, then that illness is won. Don't let that happen. Don't let something come in and destroy what it is that you want to do, or how you see yourself, or how you portray yourself, or how you want to be presented out here in the world, how you want people to see you. Don't be the illness. Okay? And don't let the illness be you. You be you. Period. You find your strength, your courage, your outlet some way, somehow. And take it a step at a time. So if you feel like you about to have like an anxiety attack or a panic attack, or you starting to feel uneasy about being around a lot of people or speaking whatever it is on your mind, just take a deep breath, close your eyes, count to 3, and say, my anxiety is not going to beat me. I am going to beat it. And go kill the shit that you're trying to kill. Like, period. Like, fuck that. Like, I'm not going to let my mental disabilities or whatever define who I am. I'm not. And the only reason, why I'm doing this late post, because this is not even the topic that I really want to talk about, but I've just been feeling so overwhelmed lately because it's so much that I want to do, but then I be scared to do it because I'm afraid. And I don't want to be afraid. I don't want to be scared. I don't want to be stuck in a box. I'm claustrophobic as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I feel like I'm being suffocated, or I feel like I can't be free and I can't move about or whatever, I get anxious, I get nervous, and I shut down, and I just, it's just a lot. Like, I'm just like really, really stressed right now. I don't know. But anyways, I wanted to, like I said, I didn't want to talk about anxiety. I wanted to talk about something a little more uplifting or whatever for my first episode of the new year, but it needs to be said, it needs to get out, and I needed to understand how I was feeling. So, in that case, I want to end on this note. Like, share, follow, subscribe, and leave your comments, your thoughts, and anything else that you feel as though that we as women should talk about that's not talked about on a regular basis or not talked about at all. Let me know. You can reach me at Heartless _Beauty with an X on IG. You can reach me at Heartless Beauty on Facebook. And I'll have some more ways to contact me soon. I'm still working a lot of stuff out. So with that being said,